When it comes to the Maldives, most people think honeymoon island, white sand, underwater restaurants or luxury water villas. But this isn't just another postcard. This is my Maldives vlog, a travel by dart journey where paradise comes in every budget. From an affordable guest house on Dhiffushi Island to the vibrant mid-range style of Kandima Resort, all the way to a dream water villa at Herritance Aarah, I saw it all. However, the Maldives isn't only resorts. I stepped into the heart of capital Malé, where the fish market and narrow streets reveal the real island life. From fishing boats to hidden sandbanks and atolls, this is a trip beyond the Instagram filter. This is Travel by Dart Maldives Part 1. My name is Soren. I throw darts at the world map and go wherever they land. I just spent about a month in one of the most random countries in the world, Curaçao. The island is located in the Caribbean, but it's under Dutch protectorate. The name itself is a Portuguese word, and the languages spoken are Spanish, English, and something called Papiamento. As usual in every Travel by Dart episode, I had to throw a dart at the world map blindfolded in order to go wherever it lands. But in Curaçao, I let someone else do it. And what an inspiration I had. A lady called Lily threw the dart at the map and hit something that I thought initially was India, but after a closer look, we discovered that the spot was actually the Maldives. As I was still preparing for this beautiful country, by getting in touch with their Minister of Tourism, I really had a big surprise even before I got there. Their national magazine, called The Island Chief, wrote an article about Travel by Dart, so needless to say, by the time I got there, I had trust that whatever I will learn in the Maldives and share with you here is super valuable.
Travel by Dart it's fun, I would say. Nobody can, think of just starting something out of dart. Something big, something meaningful.
The first thing to notice is that, despite what many people think in North America, the Maldives are a Muslim country. What that means is that alcohol here is entirely illegal for locals. The punishment could lead to jail, but for tourist purposes in all the resorts, the alcohol is welcomed and plenty of it for foreigners. Another thing some people have asked me about is if the Maldives are safe.
I would say the Maldives is among one of the safest destinations in the world for tourists.
Now let's examine why this country is called the Maldives and how it's structured. One of the most common misconceptions about the Maldives is that it's a wealthy country in itself. And that's mainly because the tourists who come here go straight to 5-star resorts and the white sandy beaches and ignorantly think that this is what the country of Maldives is deep down.
At times, people misunderstand Maldives. When we say that Maldives is 100% Muslim country, they misunderstand that. They just compare with Afghanistan or any other Muslim country. But we are a moderate country with all isolated islands. Maldives is stretched 700 kilometers in length, 200 plus kilometers in width, with over 1,200 islands grouped in atolls. A group of islands we call an atoll, where in every atoll we have a capital. We form 19 atolls in the Maldives.
Usually in an atoll there are about a couple of islands in each atoll. The largest atoll in Maldives is Huadu.
In order to make this show as objective as possible, I will split this Travel by Dart episode into 3 different chapters. First is the core, which is an overview of the capital Malé and what's essential for the heart of this country. Then, number 2, the Maldivian life, where I go to a nearby local island and stay at the guest house. And 3, the experience of the famous 5-star premium resorts you always dreamed of. Let's get in on. To get the best understanding of the islands, I partner up with Inner Maldives Holidays, one of the best travel companies in the country.
I think Soren's Travel by Dart is very unique when we see how he decides on to travel into places with his crew.
Malé is a very industrial city where everything gets coordinated regarding the two most important things for the country: tourism and fishing. That said, I booked my stay at the most popular Malé hotel, Somerset, and planned with Ijaz and my new friend Ganesh the following days.
Malé city actually is a business city because once they get comes out from the airport, like they can see taller buildings and busy buildings are next to each other. Most of the commercial offices are located in Malé city, so people need to come for shoppings and buy the souvenirs. You can see a little bit of traffic also in Malé city. It's a happening city.
One of the activities I wanted to do was to be a local for a day at the fishing market. Not necessarily to sell or buy the fish, but rather to see how the tons and tons of all types of fish get here.
About 140,000 people, which is a third of the population of Maldives, works in the fishing industry, which is the second largest industry after tourism here.
So I joined one of the crews bringing the catch of the day, and I got to sweat, test my muscles and smell, and be around hardworking people from 9 to 5. Just like we all love it, right? Right. The good thing was that in the evening, Ganesh was waiting for me at Somerset with one delicious dinner, made with what I worked with earlier today.
This is a grilled tuna steak, Maldivian flavors. It's like a curry flavor and bit of spicy. It's like, that's it.
It doesn't even taste like fish. But if you did not told me it's fish, I would have said it's steak. So thank you. It's scorching hot here, 40 degrees probably, and this is the first time when I leave Malé. We leave the industrial and business part of Maldives to the paradise, and we're trying the first island today, Dhiffushi. I'm very, very excited for the next 8 days because it's gonna be fun. Just like it was here, but only it's a bit different over there.
Dhiffushi has no fancy hotels, but if you really need accommodation, you can find some rustic guest houses.
The lower category of tourism, which Maldives opened in 2009 widely, was the guest house tourism, but mostly it's boutique hotels. So it has grown from one guest house to 700 plus.
The population of Dhiffushi Island is only about 1,200 people, but they're all very cool and they'll try to help you as much as they can.
The island is very friendly and the people are very good.
The first thing Lujain and his brother did was to provide me with a traditional Maldivian costume because they said the evening was about to bring a little surprise for me. Well, I was just hoping it is not a surprise like I had in the Amazon jungle in one of my previous episodes, where a bunch of local people got me married to a beautiful wife. Symbolically, but still.
Today at Dhiffushi Inn, I was invited to be part of a special event. I was invited to be a guest and a member of this traditional Maldivian dance and drums group called Boduberu. It's very, very special here in Maldives. And they said if I behave, they're gonna let me dance with them later on.
Boduberu has a very unique influence from African tribal drumming, but ours is again unique too because it first starts with slow drumming and then rapidly take turns in increasing their tempo.
So not only I got to watch Lujain's friends perform for me, but I also had to participate. How did I do? I rather not grade myself, but what I know was that it was super fun.
It also reaches to a particular point where it turns out to a sort of trance where they make different types of acts. Some of them look scary, but it's just a dance. Unless you actually get to feel the music, you will not reach to this point. So it's something cultural and traditional that we've been having over so many years.
After a boys' night out, or to be correct, boys' night in, I got to experience something that many people can only dream of, the Sandbank escape. A sandbank is a tiny piece of land popping out of the ocean in the middle of nowhere. And we went there.
So I got to this sandbank and there is two people over there. The guy is proposing, so I'm crashing a wedding right now in Maldives, which is not too cool, but hey, there's nowhere else we can go.
We returned to Dhiffushi in the afternoon, got to experience the island a little more, and had a last great evening with my new friends. We even went to a soccer game too, and I was surprised to see the passion and enthusiasm of a group of people who, although not rich, live their lives full of joy and happiness. Coming to Dhiffushi was an incredible idea. I was so thankful to discover that the Maldives is not just turquoise water and luxury all around, but also something now available for the world to see. And now let's get into what most people hope to visit at least once in their lifetime. To most resorts or smaller islands, people take tiny seaplanes, but for farther and bigger destinations, you need to use a full-size plane operated by a national airline. It was my case too for the next stop.
The entrance to paradise for me has one name, Kandima.
Kandima is slightly bigger than the other place. It's around 3.1 kilometer. You don't need to worry about traffic. You don't need to worry about somebody is going to be running behind you.
Before I show you the magic of this incredible place, I feel you need to know why the Maldives are expensive for most tourists. In order to operate a small independent island as a resort, not only do you have to run a spotless business, but you have to bring all the construction materials by boat and have all the food fresh all the time. Well, since the distance between the major islands and the mainland are extremely big, the costs are high too. Also, to operate a resort on a remote island, you need to find, bring over, and host your own staff, meaning maybe hundreds of employees are essentially almost like guests because you have to feed them too.
We're a country with only 400,000 people. We do give priority for locals. The thing is that we as Maldivian resorts, if we don't give the opportunity for locals, nobody else is going to give the opportunity for them. Maldives itself, it's a scattered islands. Working in a resort is a bit different than living in an island, away from the family. We do really take care of them. We do provide all the medical facilities free of charge for all the team members here. And plus their families.
My family is based in a local island close to capital, Malé city. I can go around twice a month. The company provides you the opportunities. That's what we do when we have a slow operation.
What's a slow or busy operation?
Maldives is well known for a honeymoon destination and weddings as well. We do have at least 10 to 15 weddings a month. And we have different locations. We have 272 rooms. If you're really a big fan of underwater, we can still arrange the underwater wedding too.
I started working as a receptionist in front office, and I really love to work there because every day I get to meet a new guest from different areas of world and knowing their stories and how they like here and what's going on with them. I really love talking with them.
And for me, as a guest to feel even more special, Abdullah brought me a new Boduberu team, whom I had to join, presumably now that I know what I'm doing. I still didn't, so I focused on other activities, the water sports, much more right up my alley. And I started with something I didn't do since I was a kid. Parasailing, but on a whole new level.
No time to waste on the things that I don't have. A toss of the dart and we're off, my bags are packed. Oh, wherever it lands, wherever I will be. It's not just adventure, it's my destiny.
Having to fly over the majestic water villas was a beautiful sensation that made me pinch myself that I was there. I added some jet skiing to the experience to complete 5 days full of dreamy activities, and I got ready for the next and last stop in the Maldives, a premium 5-star resort where I plan to throw a new dart at the wall map and go wherever it lands.
I'm not the kind to stand still in my tracks. The light is green, come with me, no turning back. Oh, 'cause life is too big to sit on the sidelines, and life is too short to let it pass you by. I'll take the wheel, I'll forge my own path, through the rain and the snow, all across the map. Wherever I am, whoever I will meet, it's not just adventure, it's my destiny.
The new home for a week is called Herritance Aarah and is one of the new resorts in the Maldives. The journey starts with adrenaline rush transportation to the island, or jumping on a tiny seaplane, which is a typical way to get around the Maldives. But the surprise was at the arrival jetty, where a team of 4 girls working there welcomed me with a traditional ceremony.
Here, tradition is alive. Experiencing the Maldives, oh, I think it's really worthwhile. I am here. I am at this beautiful paradise. Guests experience the Maldivian tradition. We want them to experience it personally, to be much closer and to relate more of the tradition of Maldives.
When we heard about Soren and the crew is coming to our resort, it was first thing was like what we did right to have Soren and the crew here, because it's a very popular TV show, and also like the word is spreading. It was a great pleasure to have Soren and the team here, just because of the popularity of the TV show.
Indy continued to surprise me when he told me what particular thing they have here, which I've never seen in any hotel in the world: a hangover center.
Herritance Aarah is a all-inclusive premium 5-star resort situated in Ra Atoll, 40 minutes away from Malé city. We have 150 rooms. Spa is special, is the first Medi spa in a resort in Maldives. It's traditional spa massages, spa treatments, and a mix of non-surgical minor facelifts. It's a wellness spa. So to the IV therapy of hangover treatment to a little bit unorthodox kind of a spa, which is the first in Maldives.
Like Kandima, Heritance brings their staff from all over, including some workers from outside the Maldives.
I came from Philippines, the beautiful Philippines. I cannot say that it's easy for me because you'll be far from your family, but at the same time you get inspired and motivated because it's what I want to do. I want to travel, and I have to be strong and always think that I'm doing this not only for me but for my family and of course for the future.
Honestly, I couldn't get enough of this place. Being for the first time in the Maldives, I realized that these kind of moments are what we take with us. And if you're surrounded by the water 24/7, there is something that you should try every time you get the chance. Flyboarding. I did it a few episodes ago in Colombia and would never refuse to do it again. Flying like a superhero, swimming like a dolphin, as my friends from Colombia would say, the flyboarding experience refreshed me right before the dart throwing ceremony, which was about to get done in an incredible setting.
Time has come today to throw another dart at the world map blindfolded, right here in the middle of the Indian Ocean in the beautiful Maldives. And today I have with me 4 special friends that I hope they're gonna motivate me to have a good darto and choose a good location. So let's not waste any time because I have a lot of things to do on the island. Let's go right into it. Let's see. Well, I'm not really seeing, but I hope I'm hitting the map. Holy, that's low. Those islands belong to Australia. The dart as usual hit the ocean, which means I have to go to the closest country, and there are some islands here that belong to Australia, which means I'm going to Australia. Can't wait to get there just because I always wanted to see kangaroos and experience that life. I have some friends living there. Can't wait to do it.
Soren's next destination is going to be Australia, so I wish him all the very best. And I wish that he would come down and spend some time with his friends and family here once more and visit us again.
It feels so great when people appreciate the good things you share to them. Being part of the dart throwing itself, it's exciting because you get to witness where would the dart be at.
Until I get to Australia, I still have to enjoy the Maldives and give you some tips about this country, hoping that eventually one day you will get here if you haven't already.
We are diversifying our tourism. We just wanted to tell that we have something for budget travelers. Maldives is known for a very expensive destination. Some people say that is the most expensive destination on earth. But now our message is we have something for everyone.
We have to be very careful in preserving our nature and then more cautious about environment. Maldives have new regulations in place even for waste management. From this year onwards, nobody is allowed to dump any waste to the ocean, even the food waste. Travel by dart is a unique concept, something very different. I think it's really cool to throw a dart and come to that destination. Everyone won't do it.
And this was it for this episode, but don't get too far because I will stay in the Maldives for one more show. The following Travel by Dart episode is a wild one. You will get to see how to pet a shark, what an underwater restaurant looks like and how much it costs to build one, and my favorite, how to feed stingrays who come right up to you even outside the ocean. It's an episode not to be missed.